As there's a drive in a deep left field by Castellanos, it will be
Oh
a
man,
home
it's
run.
8 o'clock.
And so that'll make it a...
I don't need the spotlight. I shine just fine.
Hi, I'm Karma, and yes, I am a bitch.
Bruh, bros. Takes that to heart and says, that's interesting. Like, that's something I work on in therapy, is the damage that has done to me with relationships and blah, blah, blah. They're able to reconnect there. And that's all I think that we're really looking for is a way forward for these two. They found it in that. They found it in the conversation earlier. I was on board at this point. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is an interesting scene. This could have actually happened. Who knows? I've never taken ayahuasca, but these two are able to connect on this and move forward. Great, cool. Let's move on. Let's go eat dinner. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet another vision. This one, I'm not as like, well, that's really cool about. This one is bizarre. He's like,
this one, I guarantee you remember almost word for word.
This one I do remember word for word because one, the fact that because obviously when he's telling about the vision of Austen and his sister,
Yeah,
it's very deep. You know, he's talking quietly. It's slow. It's impactful. He doesn't change his voice for this one. And he's like, and I had a vision about Taylor too. And I'm like, oh shit, what happened? And Austin's like, oh shit, what happened? He's like, I brought her into my nest. And I'm like, what? I brought her into my nest and I was nurturing her and I was feeding her. And this is me at home. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, and I wanted to keep her and grow her and nurture her. And then she took flight. And I'm confused. And she flew and she kept flying into windows and hurting her neck.
over and over again, flying into windows and
this man
hurting her neck.
was able to insult Taylor
It's
in
insane.
an ayahuasca trip, saying that he nurtured her, he brought her up, made her who she is. And the minute she left the nest, it was so incompetent that she can't fly and keeps breaking her neck against windows.
It actually makes a lot of sense, though, if you look at it. And there's no way. I mean, Shep is, in a way, he's a fucking moron, but he is, at the end of the day, pretty smart. So
He's
I
an
could
idiot
see
savant.
him. Yes, I could see him piecing some weird vision together and then making it his own and thinking about Taylor in a way that he could just kind of paint a picture of what we all know. He did invite her into the show. She became a reality TV quote unquote star. And now she's going out, and the entire last season, it was a bird flying into glass, the same glass every single time. From JT to the shit that she had with
Austin,
Austin, obviously.
Yeah. Like, no, that part of it's true, but you didn't take her into the nest and nurture her. You took in a vulnerable girl and you turned her into this bird that's incapable of flight.
Because she could have always been like that. Who knows?
Maybe.
She did start dating Shep, so let's not give her too much credit.
That's fair, but at the same time, he was a disaster to me. She got cheated on, manipulated. Like, I am not throwing full blame into her court. And this picture that he's painting is, I did everything I could to make her fly. And the minute she got away from me, she kept breaking her neck against windows. That's not my fault. She should have stayed with me. That's what I got from that. And you managed to insult Taylor through an ayahuasca trip.
Yes.
Wow. That's not easy to do.
It was fucking funny.
The best is Craig eating pretzel nuggets. Like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Idiots, yeah. And typically that seems like a conversation that Craig would love to get in on too.
Oh yeah, and he's just not even touching it with a 10-foot pole. Nope, I'm going to stay in here and cook this chicken and eat these pretzel nugs. Yep. But we move on. And oh no. But I think the best part is the ability for Austin to make a connection and be like, oh my God, there was a bird in my house literally flying into windows. I was like, dude, this is nothing to do with it. You just had a poor bird get trapped in your house and almost died.
Nope,
that's
it's
not,
a vision.
It's a sign. Of all people, you shut the fuck up. You don't even believe it.
Symbolism.
And the bird's name was Aaron Rodgers. But we get back to Charleston, and they're about to head out for the Carolina Cup. By the way, it sounds like a really nerdy race. There's no gambling there. Uh,
Yeah, what's
What's
that
the
all
point?
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the point? But they're getting ready to go. They go pick up JT. Nailed it. And he's limping out of the house. He can't go down. This is when I started to really be like, okay, there's no way it's this bad, or you would be on actual like prescribed crutches to get down
Yeah.
this. You wouldn't be using a cane you bought from Bucky's
And
in
having
Texas.
Veneta open doors for you.
Yeah, give me a fucking break. But
Grow up.
he's like, Taylor's like, can I help you down the stairs? He's like, oh, I don't trust your biceps. I'm like, she could pick you up over her head. What are you talking about? Come on, man. But helps him down the stairs and goes to confessional. And he's like, our relationship is fine. You know, and the fact that he said this word tells you everything you need to know about JT. It'd be a pretty simp move if I let this affect me. Like, it's time to move on. Like, it's not a bit. Any man that uses the word simp, not ironically,
Yeah.
is a simp if we're going to play this fucking game. Don't say that, because that is exactly what you are. All right. And the fact that you can then be like, I just want to watch her flourish and things are awkward, but I just want her to be happy. And then you go to Taylor and she's like, yeah, it's not awkward, because guess what? She doesn't care anymore. She's completely over
She never
it.
did. She never did care about JT.
JT was a comfort blanket when she needed a friend. Like, that's all he was. That's all he ever was. All he was ever going to be. And the fact that he was able to take that and spin it in Jamaica, like, that's my thing with Veneta. Like, did you not watch last season and see him confess his love to another woman and then come over and talk to you? And now you guys are like crushing on each other? Come on.
It's bizarre.
She's better than this.
She is. I know. I'm very disappointed.
I don't understand it. But we get on the party bus. We get to know more about Taylor and Gaston. Ooh, I don't know much about him.
Can't wait for Whitney to meet him.
Oh my God, no.
Gaston.
He's gonna pronounce everything in French. Oh, that's gonna be exhausting.
The dude's not gonna know a word he's saying.
No, he's gonna be like, yeah, dude, whatever.
Yeah, dude, I grew up like a couple miles outside of Charleston.
Whatever, man.
I was named after the fucking guy from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. The bad guy. That's not a great start for him then.
No,
that's who he's named after. Oh boy. Well, we need to dig. The funniest part as I read through this, every single note I took about JT, it says TJ.
Yep.
The whole entire whatever. They get on the bus, they have to stop because JT's got to take a pee-pee. And of course, at the Love's rest stop, they have canes. And this is a great joke. This is so funny. I'm going to go in here and buy all these canes, and I'm going to get on the bus and make a bunch of cane puns. And it's going to be awesome.
He didn't even have to pee.
Dude.
There's no way. He knew. He must have done his fucking research. He probably got his cane from there while he was driving.
Not a bad idea.
I'm sure it's like near, I'm just making this up. I'm sure it's near like the Charleston airport. And he was just driving in, stopped there to get some gas, saw a sweet wooden cane, thought he could walk around town with that when he got back from Costa Rica, grabbed the cane from there, and then realized, oh shit, this would be a really good prop. I'm going to be a prop comedian. You're not. You suck. You're a terrible person on this show. He wanted to act like he had to pee around mile marker 63, and he just decided to go in there. It's just so fucking made up. I hate him so much.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Well, as he's sitting there, we did get a confessional earlier where he's talking about Austen, and he keeps referring to the exorcism. Like, we all reference it.
No one laughed.
Nobody references that reunion as a fuckboy exorcism.
No.
You did. That's it. It's not like a mainstay in this show. He keeps referring to it. And he said earlier, he goes, look, I don't have time in my life for like this toxicity. I'm just going to let him be him. That's important to note. That happened earlier with Veneta. He made that statement. All right. When he gets all the stupid canes, he's like, I bought 3 tall canes for the 3 tall guys, which again, I'm not stoked that I'm going to take pictures with those guys tomorrow. I'm going to look small.
Yeah, I know.
Should I wear lifts? For the record, to everyone out there, I am 6 foot.
Yeah.
All right.
You have boots that you can like.
I do have boots.
They have a little lift in them.
Yeah, they got a little heel. They got a little heel to them.
Just take anything you can get.
Should I wear that? I should. Yeah.
Okay. Couple pairs of socks too. It's gonna be cold, so a couple pairs of socks. Keep those feet warm.
By the way, ain't too proud. No, ain't too proud.
No, we're cutting this part anyway. Don't worry about
it. Nobody's gonna know. They're not gonna know. How would they know? You're gonna see me on my tippy toes.
I've done that
Wait,
before.
Riley's coming with me. I'm gonna get on her shoulder, be like, duck down, duck down.
Yeah.
I won't see you. Guys, be cool, be cool. But he comes up with a great joke. Here's what I'm gonna do with the canes. I'm gonna go up to the guys, hand them the canes, and be like, we're all okay. I wouldn't even make a pun this bad, and I make bad puns. I'm aware of it. I know my pun game.
Even
Okay,
like
I wouldn't do
third
this.
episode of the day in, you wouldn't even come
I
close
would
to that.
not say okay. That is
Nope.
not a good joke. But as they're sitting there on the bus, people are trying to get the timeline together, as we always do, especially when it comes to Austen. What's the timeline with Audrey? And there seems to be some potential discrepancies. There's some talk about town. Again, until we get corroboration, we got to see who's on the bus, right? Like, it's some people that don't necessarily like him. So I don't know.
I don't.
And we're not.
I really don't think so, but
It's
I don't know
hard to
because they're
say.
trying to figure out the Taylor of it all, and
They heard some rumors about other dating.
yeah, and it was like similar timelines, but pretty much from what I gather, if him and Taylor, because we never really got like full confirmation that they banged or anything, they just maybe made out, is from what we have confirmed. They probably banged, let's be honest. That would have been like spring. So I don't think there is any crossover. I'm pretty sure there is no
Are
overlap.
they worried about the crossover with Taylor? I thought it was other people in town.
No, I think it was I don't trust any of them. Let's be
I
honest.
don't either. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that this would be out of the realm of possibility. I'm saying until we have like solid evidence from people that don't hate Austen,
Yeah.
until we get that, I'm not going to jump on board with this one.
And who knows? I mean, she's from Charlotte, so they were probably just kind of like loosely dating back and forth. His family was from Charlotte, so.
Well, no, I'm not going to sit here and defend him either. I don't know what
I
happened.
am.
I know you are. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But the interesting thing is the minute that this potentially comes out, the minute that this is potentially a problem, who gets back on his high horse? You get the little white knight ride in, and he's like, this is unbelievable. I guess the exorcism didn't work. I just want to grab him and shake him. Why am I doing this again? Why am I doing this again? But why the fuck do you care so much, JT? Why is this such a sticking point? I know the answer. It's because it's so easy for Austen. It's easy for Austen to get women, and it's impossible for you. And you're jealous. You're jealous of them, and that's fine. But just stop already. It's so tired, and like I can't, dude.
I love that they had to get picked up at JT's event space.
Yeah.
Did
he sell it? He sold it.
I don't fucking know. I don't care. I love that Rodrigo immediately regretted even talking about it because he knew that Austen had been dating Audrey since last summer. As soon as he said last summer and he saw everybody's face like, ooh, we got to figure out this timeline. He's like, shit. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Go on.
Yeah, dude. Tough look. But we get to the Carolina Cup and Dev pointed it out. She goes, oh, that's mean. And I was like, what? She goes, no one helped JT off the bus.
Good.
That's what I said. Like, fuck him. But she was like, no, that's sad. Like, his legs hurt. I was like, no, fuck him.
You have to have a talk with her.
With Dev?
Yeah.
You think okay. She's gonna
sit down.
She's her own woman. There's no.
I'll have a talk with her next time I'm over.
Good.
We are not feeling bad for JT.
Let me be party to that chat. Let's see how that goes.
Not in this house.
Say that to her. See how that goes. I'll get some popcorn ready. I'm just gonna sit back and let her go. Good luck, pal. But we're at the Carolina Cup, and Taylor's awkward with everybody. She hasn't really reconnected with a lot of the crew.
Surprise! Everybody hates you.
Yeah, given what happened last year, no surprise at all. But Craig acknowledges Molly's like, yeah, and this is what's nice about Craig and Paige is Craig's like, yeah, we were online friends, never hooked up in real life, fucked around a little bit online. Paige thinks it's funny. Like you said earlier, let's leave it there. Yep. There's no more to be done with that. Nope. Let's move on from it. But JT walks up with his canes. I don't know where he gets the tough guy attitude from, but he walks up and goes, let's not mess around. Let's get this over. He's got like a much thicker Southern drawl at this moment. Let's get this over with. And it's weird. It's weird as shit. The guys are staring at him like, are you good, bro? Like, what the fuck's going on? He goes, I was a little harsh during the exorcism. The fact that Austen sat there and listened after he said exorcism, I would have walked away like, we're still doing this. Like, see you, bud. Not putting up with this shit. it's so condescending from somebody that is not in a position to be condescending.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm happy you got a new girlfriend. It's like, he doesn't need that from you.
No, we don't
Like, I
need
don't know.
confirmation from
You're
you at
not
all.
his dad.
But at this point, it's still because when he walks off the bus, Craig is fucking laughing. Everybody's laughing at him. Like, you can't control yourself around him when he does that.
I know.
It's going to wear itself thin, but right now none of them have seen him since last year. They haven't seen him since the reunion because he's doing whatever the fuck he's doing. Only a couple people on the cast have actually talked to him since then. So it's funny now, and they can make fun of him and they can tolerate the little things because it's a joke to them. It's just a joke, but eventually it's going to wear thin and he's going to get on everybody's nerves. No one on this cast likes him except for Vanita, apparently. I don't fucking know why.
It's so weird. I don't get it.
Everybody else is just either looking at him as a joke or tolerating him. And that will change within like 2 or 3 episodes because everybody hates him. He sucks. He's so annoying. He's such a little pest. I just can't stand him. I don't understand. I wouldn't even be able to stand there if I was Austen, even if I hadn't seen him. We haven't talked about him since the reunion. As soon as he came on screen, I'm like, fucking, I hate this guy so much. Everything he does irritates me. I wouldn't have enough. I just wouldn't have enough energy to deal with it. No way.
I'm trying to like fan you off through the computer right now. Are you good, bro?
No, I can't stand this dude.
Take a deep breath. Hit that vape real quick. Blow a
Good.
fat cloud and calm down. You're going to Europe tomorrow, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, deep breaths. Woo-saw.
Woosah.
Woo-saw. There you go. Good job. But now I'm going to piss you off again because as he's walking away, he's like, have a great day. Let's make some money at the stables. Later, dogs. He said dogs.
It's like fucking Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover.
Yes, but he's serious.
Yes, I know.
Zach Galifianakis is a comedy actor. He's a satirical actor. Okay? TJ, JT, who cares, is dead serious. Let's make some money at the stables, boys. Later, dogs.
Can't even fucking make any money there. Can't bet.
You can't gamble. It doesn't even work. But
I wish
whatever.
that he tried to and then got arrested by like the gaming commissioner or something.
That'd be kind of funny.
That would be awesome.
But Whitney and Miss Patricia arrive with what I imagine to possibly be a 21-year-old date.
Yep.
At most.
She got a name tag, if you will. Taylor.
Nice.
Also Taylor.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Damn it. I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. But speaking of Taylor, Shep decides to walk up to Taylor. Don't. Yep. This scene sucked. I didn't like this scene.
Yeah.
He's like, it's awkward as shit. And he's like, I texted you and I think you blocked me. She's like, oh, did I? He's like, yeah, and it was kind of a nice text. And she's like, no, and good. And I don't like Taylor, given her behavior last year. Again, in these shows, does that mean she can't come back into good graces? Absolutely not. We've seen worse across the board. It's not a death sentence. No. She's got a whole lot of work to do. This is a solid first step. Don't do this. Don't get into it with him. Tell him you're done. Move on. She does. She says, look, I respect my new boyfriend. Do I think this is the end of it? No, I would imagine this will rear its head again at least 1 or 2 more times, if not more.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she stood her ground. And no, Shep, you don't need to talk to her. And again, if you are on this healing journey that you claim to be on, you shouldn't need to. You shouldn't have to text her about hanging out with acquaintances and sending her memes like that. All that does is, again, drag her on because it makes you feel comfortable because you have a friend. You don't feel alone. That's not fair to her. It's not good for you. And I'm glad that she was able to say, like, absolutely not. You're blocked for a reason. Go fuck yourself. That was a step forward. She's got 100 more steps to take before she's even close to any kind of redemption.
Yeah.
But first episode, good job. This is a good move. I thought she was smart in that play. Shep, another step back.
Well, that's a good point, too, because at the time, I kind of wish that she had just flat out said, yeah, no, I blocked you, obviously. But that probably would have caused him to go further into it, maybe even argue with her right then and there. And you don't want to do any of that in the first episode. So I guess he kind of talked me into it. It's probably better that she just downplayed it.
Keep it light, get him to go away, and then put your foot down. I thought that was the right move. I liked it. But JT's in the tent acting so strange. He's just doesn't seem well. Like, genuinely, the way he's talking to people, the tone in his voice, it's like he's playing a character like of the cool guy. I'm not entirely sure. People keep asking him, how long did you put up this cane thing? And he's like, oh, you wish I died? Haha.
No.
Nobody wishes you died, but just shut the fuck up, dude. Like, go sit on the couch and stop talking to people. But Miss Patricia arrives. Dr. Ryan and his husband are one of the most striking couples
No,
I've ever seen.
It's Ryan and Dr. Eddie, but yeah.
Ryan and Dr. Eddie? Okay. Regardless, those two gentlemen, I was like, those guys, I asked him, I was like, those guys are married? He was like, yeah, right? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, they
Yeah,
are.
Ryan's going to be a new cast member.
Oh, I didn't know that. And
Yeah.
that's his husband.
Yes.
Yeah. Well done, boys.
Yep.
It's a striking couple. I was like, wow, that's good for them. But I was, oh my God, when I tell you I wanted to jump through the screen and strangle him with the cane. I couldn't believe this. I don't care I don't care how dumb you are. You don't go up to a woman, as Madison says, after a certain age and give her a cane, especially not Miss Patricia.
Yep.
You have some fucking respect for the Queen of Charleston. I was baffled. And the fact that he goes to a confession like, oh, she clearly didn't get the joke. It's like, no, that was like, jokes aside. Let's take the jokes aside, the show aside. You do not give a woman at that age a cane. That is so disrespectful. It was so rude. And this is a show built on etiquette, class. This is Charleston, goddammit. We're at the Carolina Cup, you piece of shit. You don't go up to Miss Patricia, Charleston royalty, and hand her a fucking cane implying she's too old to walk. And he's like, that wasn't the joke. That doesn't matter. It's the
What was the
implication that
joke?
you're giving her.
What was the joke?
That he's giving everybody canes.
Yeah.
Because he
that's
has a
pretty
cane.
fucking stupid.
No one cares that you have a cane. I don't believe that you need the cane. All sympathy I had for you, which was very little, is completely gone now. It's so disrespectful to Miss Patricia in front of other people. I love the fact that the minute he tried to sit down, she gets the fuck up, leaves no room for interpretation. You're an asshole, JT. I'm done with you. I don't know why I even humored you for a minute. You made an ass of yourself immediately. Let's get out of here. I want to go home. Like, you ruined her time at the Carolina Cup because you made a bad joke from a cane that you bought from a gas station because you're not funny. You're a loser. And I'm sick of you after the first goddamn episode. They haven't even aired this to the public.
Yep.
And we are already over this, man. It took that quick.
No time at all.
Bro, it is so insane to me. And then he goes to a confessional to like try and spin this story of like, oh, you think that the South is all this, but actually there's underlying layers. And
no,
what do you mean?
You're an asshole. Everybody hates you. Nobody wants to film with you. Nobody wants you near them. The only reason that you're invited to any of these things is because, for whatever fucking reason, Bravo thought that you deserved another season. Not sure why.
He didn't
so here
make it
you
through the
are
whole
again,
season.
and you're putting on more of a character this year than you did last year. So somehow you're emboldened by the piece of shit character that you played last year, and you decided, I'm going to step it up a notch. I'm going to start it off strong. You are an absolute joke. I am glad that you are gone next year. I'm glad that you stopped filming halfway through. I am going to pop champagne. I've got a bottle of champagne in the other room on the bar cart. I'm popping that bitch open as soon as he is gone.
Is there a company with the initials JT that makes champagne? There's got to be.
I'm sure.
We need to find that
Probably
bottle.
French. Let's ask Whitney. Whitney probably knows what it is if it's French.
No, because I can't listen to
Jean
him pronounce it. Probably, honestly, yeah,
Jean
probably. Oh, you mean a glass of Jean Trois?
Yeah.
1943? Oh.
Whitney, who's your 22-year-old girlfriend? Oh, that's Taylor.
That's Taylor. Ensemble.
Mom, you ready to go? Mom's ready to go. It's hot. Mom, you good? You want me to open the car?
Mommy?
Okay.
Mom, do you want your cane? Like, fuck. Unbelievable. And here's the last thing, the final thing that pissed me off. Again, no grown man without irony in their voice should say this sentence. She turned down the cane. That's savage. Brother, you are 40.
Yep.
You don't say that fucking word being serious. You're not one of the cool kids. Okay? And the cool kids don't say that.
Because he also has mommy issues.
That's probably the underlying issue to all of this, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably true.
We've seen him with his
at the
mom.
same time, you wouldn't do that to your own mom, so why would you do it to Miss Patricia?
Nobody does the shit to Miss Patricia. I am livid. I am absolutely livid. I'm posting this. I'm tagging JT in it.
Yeah.
And I hope Miss Patricia sees it. So she knows that we have her. Not all men are out here doing this.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. We
Some
stand
men
with
like
Miss
us,
Patricia.
we have class. We have a lot
We
of class.
are the fucking epitome of class.
Professionals.
I just took my dip out like 5 seconds. Yeah, class all
That's
the
all
way.
right.
But we get a 2 months later drop, and this season looks insane. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I'm so glad it's back. I don't want every episode. This was fun, right? It's fun to roast JT. It's fun to get back into this. And I'm glad we were able to. I don't want every episode to turn into a JT roast, only because I enjoy so much of this cast. I like so much of this cast. I want to see what so much this cast is up to. I don't want him to take over the season by being the little douche that he is. Like, that's not going to be fun for me. So I'm glad that we get an early departure from him. I can't wait for that early departure. As you pop champs, I'll get a bottle of sparkling apple cider or something silly, and we'll cheers to that and just get rid of this fucking pariah and stop, because now it's getting to the point now he's gonna fuck the show up. Like, he's at that level. He's going to fuck up this show, and I like this show too much for him, this guy of all people, to throw a dent in it. So
Absolutely.
let's hope that this isn't like a recurring theme. Maybe takes a backseat at some point.
I don't think it will be. I think there's so much else. And look, I think even if he doesn't take a backseat, we're going to be able to ignore it. We're going to be able to cast it aside. Well, I'm not going to. You are so right. I am not going to be able to ignore it. But there's enough else going on between Shep and Craig and Austen and everybody else in the cast. We'll have enough on our plates that he will hopefully just be a bit of a one-off. Maybe we like to look at those little reprieves where we get to have a little bit of fun. Our fun this season will be making fun of JT.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll do my best. I don't know if that's going to last very long, but
you think it's not going to last for you? I'm not going to be able to last. I don't believe a word that I just said.
No, it's definitely not going to last for you. You're definitely going to pop off at some point, but I look forward to it because I'll try to reel us in. You know, I think I can guide the ship when this happens.
All right.
Until he does something. If it's something to the level of disrespecting Miss Patricia, no. I won't stand for it. I will not.
Fair point.
But I'll do my best if you're off the rails entirely to at least get that caboose back on the old train car there, pal.
Appreciate you.
Get your ass back on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. I will report back from the premiere tomorrow night. I'm excited for that.
It's going to be a blast.
Part of me wants JT to be there. Part of me doesn't.
50-50 for sure. I really want him to be there. I
know you do because you're not there.
I know.
If you were there, I would want him there because I would instigate.
I would still
nonstop.
Yeah.
I would instigate nonstop. I would like bump into him and duck. So you were standing right behind him.
No, we'd come over and like try to put his arm around me or some shit.
Oh God.
He'd give me a cane.
He would.
He'd probably have a cane ready for me.
That would be. I can't do it.
Funny.
I mean, long season with this fucking guy.
I'd snap it over my knee and throw it over the ledge. I wouldn't.
I would love to watch you try because those things look sturdy.
They're from the gas station.
If you had hey, don't you knock Loves. That's not a gas station. That's a truck stop. Okay. There's different levels to this shit. It's better.
Okay.
Loves is big, depending on where you're at. They're not bad. You can do
Not
better.
Here it's not big.
TNA truck stop, better. Bucky's top of the line. TNA.
TNA.
I understand what it sounds like, yes, but it is TNA truck stop. Those are solid. Bucky's is top of the line. That's when you're really talking. If you go into the bathroom, there's like 100 stalls. They're all pristine. They all have their own hand sanitizer in them. They have barbecue. They have burgers. They have literally anything you can think of. They have a wall. Not a Bucky's. Nah, maybe out of Loves in West Virginia, you can find some lot lizards. Allegedly. And that's all the time we got here on Bros and Shows. Thanks for coming out. Oh boy. Well, we look forward to this season. Shoots. Oh, I guess we got more episodes. I was gonna say have fun in Europe, but we got 2 more to go tomorrow. Oh my God, we're gonna lose our minds. But
we are.
Well,
keep us in your prayers.
Yeah, pray for us. Rob Bros are out of here.